not just a different format of Counter-Strike. These guys are playing for a share of $50,000. First place will take $20,000 away, $10,000 each.
Good shot.
Who will win this, Space Soldiers or North? Matt, Chad, it's all yours.
Thank you. Even if it is just a fun event, even if there's money or not, if they came into this with the attitude, oh yeah, we're here just to have fun, as soon as these guys get in the server, Chad, they're competitive guys. They're always going to play to win.
Look, I wouldn't leave my house to have fun. So these guys here are here to compete.
Okay.
They're not messing about. They're going to have a good time, that's for sure, but they want that pride. They want to win that trophy. They want that cold, hard cash in their pocket and prove that they are the AIM stars. They have the duo, communication, synergy, all those buzzwords up and about to get this victory. And Matt, if you could do your serious intro right now, that'd be fantastic. Thank you.
4 teams, 8 epic players, 6 maps, 1 champion. Chad
Calyx defusing the bomb. 1 round on the board now for Space Soldiers. 1 for North.
I wonder if there's a connotation.
All tied up.
I wonder if there's. I shouldn't say. Sorry, not a connotation. A correlation between the team that wins this event and their success in real matches on retakes.
Damn.
That would be an interesting stat to look into.
If I had to hazard a guess, I would say that the Space Soldiers players probably play retake servers more than any other team.
Well, they have more time to do so. And I'm not saying that as a just. I mean that because they're not as many events as some of these other teams.
Yes, and they would be, I think they're the youngest team, so they'd be the keenest in the sense of the amount of Counter-Strike.
I think Heroic might be younger because I think Xantares is 20 or 21 now.
Oh, okay. Calyx is only 18.
Calyx is only 18, that's
He's a
correct.
baby. He's basically a fetus.
That's, yeah. Don't know if that's true.
Oh!
What I do know is Cajunb read Xantares like a book. Even though he had the T-sided off, he elects not to use it, and Aizy gets high above. Almighty Aizy taking down Calyx.
Mexico is the name of
Mexico?
his knife.
Mexico! The last of the Mexicans. Hey, if the Mayans were so good at predicting the future, why do they turn themselves into Mexicans?
Because they like tacos.
Ooh. Oh, that was the future. That's what Fly said. That's actually more the present. It's not like you could predict, like, hey, one day we are going to make a decision about our own life to say we are this. That's just making a present decision.
But maybe they didn't need to, like,
if
write
someone
it
else
down.
predicted that they were going to become Mexicans without them knowing, then that's a prediction.
I'm going to predict Aziy and Cajunb are going to win this round.
Well, it's 1 versus 2 against Xantares.
So a pretty good prediction, you'd say.
I would say your odds are in your favor, 66.6% in your favor as Aziy takes down Xantares. I would actually say based on ruling factors, I'm not very good at explaining how math works in that sense. The odds are probably far greater than that.
Look, if you just say 2 + 2 is 4, everyone will believe you.
It's not, though, and you and I both know that.
Window.
Yeah, it's actually open window.
Yeah, it doesn't have any
If it was an
does it?
odd number, it would be closed window.
What do you think about Hunger Games in real life, Matt? Do you reckon we'll ever get to that point? I think with Donald Trump as president, we might get there.
I think with Donald Trump as president, we might. I think when a necessity for escape and abandonment of planet Earth comes into effect, there will be a natural selection process.
I feel we're already there. I was listening to some stuff today about like the hierarchy and the way that stuff's decided, and it's all super subconscious.
What do you think about pub battlegrounds in real life, Chad?
Yeah, look, as long as you don't actually die.
Well, you would in the Hunger Games.
Yeah, but you don't really use guns. You use like spears and shit.
What if? Oh man, that's. I'm not even gonna say it. I just came up with $1 million idea.
What, you want people to murder each other?
No. What if you did paintball pub battlegrounds?
Yeah, but you know how
No,
how
a
dishonest people are.
massive field.
So you have to parachute in.
No, not parachute. We got to come up with a better spawn system. Guy drives around a car and just says, "You out here, you out here, you out here," and there's just random guns and stuff everywhere, paint grenades, etc.
Okay, I've never actually used a paint grenade, have you?
No, but I hear they're quite. I mean, I only ever play speedball and airball, so which are the competitive styles. So I don't know how to use a grenade. That was sick from Xantares.
He doesn't have time. That was a fucking awesome no scope. What do you think, Matt, if we maybe try and tee up paintballing when we're back in Cologne one morning?
We were supposed to do that. We could try. Oh, this week's tough. I got to go down to the Nürburgring, pick up some stuff.
Well, that's Tuesday.
I got to go to the Dom. I haven't done that yet.
That's Wednesday.
So Thursday.
Yeah, we have 3 days.
Well, we could then.
Yeah, I think we should think about it. Henry, if you're interested, send me a WhatsApp and see if Moses O'Toole wants to get involved.
Jason.
We can see if other people from the office want to come.
The Badger?
No, Jason's the Vulture.
The Vulture.
Yeah.
Jason the Vulture O'Toole.
And on his perch right now, Aizy channeling the Vulture will go down to Xantares, and he's in a 1-on-2 situation. 22 points of health against Cajunb with the AWP, P250 in hand. Molotov comes out to displace him, but he's pushing in front of it right now, getting close to Xantares. He's not expecting it.
Oh!
Drive by onto him, and he wins the round. Cajunb, what up now?
Little rub of the eyes, looking tired.
He's cleaning. He's cleaning up, got the mop and bucket out.
Someone needs to tweet that photo of him as the cleaner again right now.
Would you consider a steam mop to be more effective than a regular mop?
I think Swiffer Sweeper's where it's at.
Swiffer Sweeper, what's that?
Look it up. It's beautiful.
Okay. I tried steam mop for a while, but the grout was quite deep in my old apartment, so it didn't really clean the grout.
What? We still haven't decided what animal I am. We discussed. Oh,
I thought we said you're a squirrel.
Well, we discussed the squirrel, but I kind of think I'm an earthworm.
How do you figure you're an earthworm?
Because
like
have you ever heard
Earthworm
the song
Jim?
Herman the Worm? Earthworm Jim's good too.
I've heard the song about like doing the salmon dance.
Don't know anything about that.
Oh, okay.
Just look up Herman the Worm song from camp. All his hearts were broken, but he never gave up.
I was asking Henry about the Magic School Bus. Do you remember the Magic School Bus?
Yeah.
Henry wasn't as excited as you.
Buckle, no seatbelts, everyone. Yeah,
Yeah, and then the bus would like shrink and stuff and fly
Yeah,
and all that
yeah.
cool stuff.
Arthur was another good one in that era.
Yeah.
They used to have the
What's with the
interactive computer
Arthur meme?
games.
You know how he's like clenching his fist?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe he's just actually a cunt and no one knows.
Damn.
Cajunb gonna take down Xantares. Aizy follows up by getting Calyx. It's looking like North are settling in. I
Yeah,
think,
they
as
got
you
a
put
bit
it
of
last time.
groove going on right now. You know what Henry was saying about being warmed up? It seems to be paying dividends right now for the guys from North.
Bomb has been planted. Open plant, but both players this time coming from T side of the map. A main and Squeaky. A main retaken by Aziy.
That is crazy.
Crazy Aziy.
Is that thing in Calyx's DP, not double penetration?
I knew you
display
were going to
picture,
clarify that.
Is that
It's
like
like
from Transformers?
I don't know Transformers that well. It almost looks like it could be some 3D render of Mortal Kombat.
Maybe.
I'm not a big Transformer guy. I think Bumblebee is cool.
I'm surprised we haven't seen any variation in the bomb plant. You know, I understand it's buying precious seconds, but
Yeah, but it spawns randomly as well. So
yeah, I know. But I would love to see someone maybe just fake plant. Wouldn't that be cool? The CTs charge in pretty much straight away. In a
yeah,
lot of
you only have
occasions.
15 seconds. You have to hit the kill then.
15 seconds is like a lifetime.
Yeah, okay, but if they're not, they're gonna hear that the bomb didn't get planted and not push.
You
If
know,
I don't
but you
hear it, the
fake
bomb has
you
been
fake
planted.
It, so you go, "Doodle-doot," and then
Yeah, but you don't
wait.
hear the bomb has been planted.
Yeah, all right.
So if I don't hear the bomb has been
So what are
planted,
you gonna do,
I'm just gonna
wait?
back off. Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, all right, well, I don't need to push. They just messed up.
Damn. All right. Isn't that the most annoying thing when you play retake servers and the
And
person
someone
who spawns
doesn't
the bomb
plant.
doesn't plant it?
Yeah. You know what's even more annoying? When you spawn with the bomb and don't realize you have it, then you just look like an absolute idiot.
Yeah.
Never done that. Chad. Never done that. Azzy's got Calyx down. Good play. He tries to retake it from heaven. It's 9-2. SpaceSoldiers need some rounds quickly. Henry might have been onto something with his prediction as Cajun holds off. And the North guys like this cache map.
Apparently, it's a character from the Flash TV show
Ah, okay. The Flash.
called Savitar, and that's from Ruben F1.
Rubino.
Thank you, Ruben. Back to you in the studio, Ruben.
Ruben's not there. He hung up the phone.
North are actually looking bloody good. Cajun not missing a beat, is he?
No, certainly not. Calyx. Down he goes. They've got to get some rounds. They've got to get some rounds, Chad.
Did you read the one about you? There was people asking in the Reddit thread the questions.
Oh, I didn't see the Reddit thread question. I would have gone through some more.
Yeah, there was one that was favorite pickup line.
Really?
Mm.
Yeah, I already used that.
Did you?
How do you like your eggs? Scrambled, poached, or fertilized?
Yeah, yeah, but you didn't really use it.
All
in
right,
that
if your
context.
right leg was Easter and your left leg was Christmas, could I come between the holidays? Anything?
I think it wouldn't get the response you wanted with a lot of females, but sure it would work.
Actually,
on
you
a
want to know
certain-
what my
a certain
favorite,
type.
my absolute favorite pickup line is?
Would you like to go out on a date with me?
I've never thought of that one, actually. That's quite good.
Yeah, I think
That one
you should
might
try
work.
that one,
That
yeah.
one might work, Chad, actually.
Like I think you're very beautiful. Would you like to go get a coffee?
Mine is actually, it might be skinny, but it's real short.
Well, okay, I get it.
There's another one. It's it might be a needle, but it works like a sewing machine.
I really like self-deprecation. Like I'm all for that.
Yeah,
It really helps. While I was a chubby kid in high school, it was always good to tease yourself so the other people couldn't make you cry. So I get where you're coming from with that implication.
Mm-hmm.
But North, they don't get it because they're up 13-2, Matt. They are definitely long and hard right now.
It might not be big, but it tastes big.
That one I'm not with.
Yeah, that one I don't like either. That's one of my friends that just came up with that one. But the other two are good because if she laughs right away, she has a sense of humor, she's probably worth talking to. Or she just rejects you like every other girl does anyway. So what's the big deal?
Well, I would like to talk about philosophy, so... Anyway, right now, North only need 3 rounds to close this one out. This is the kind of scoreline that means we might have a quick game on our hands here. Xantares not allowing that to happen early. Cajun, please, next round, buddy, listen to me. Let me channel my energy to just drop the frickin' orb, pick up the rifle, grind it out for like 6 rounds. If you don't win the game from that point, pick up the orb later. I don't want to see you guys boiling down to like a 10-13 scoreline before you go, oh, probably should get that rifle up. Please, do it for me, Cajun. Do it for me. And your fans.
What is your favorite pickup line? Oh, you already told me.
Don't.
Do you want to go get a coffee?
Yeah, well, I don't really talk to females.
Oh, that's true, actually. Well, none of us do in our life, let's be honest.
No,
when was the last time you saw a female? I think there was 2 in this tournament. Already forgot what they look like. Good shot, Xantares, to take down Cajunb.
No, I saw my girlfriend came to Sydney. That was not long ago. It was a week and a half.
That's true, actually. That was a week and a half. Sydney was great.
That was a great place, great time.
A lot of Bing Ting singlets.
I think next time they need to allow a bigger break either before or after so that people can stay in Australia a little bit longer.
I mean, in theory, there is a land break. Unfortunately, we had Pro League, so we couldn't utilize.
Yeah, no, I think, but you know, if you're going to send people out that far, that maybe even the teams, it would be great to kind of put things on. It's not every day people get to go to Australia. You know, it's quite a exotic land.
No, I agree. It's another place on the bucket list I've checked off because of esports, though. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it'd be good if you could have a bit more time. Then
Yeah, the hard part's the flights. The flights are, even I'm growing intolerant of them.
Come over to Perth, go to Ningaloo. Alright, now we're seeing SpaceSoldiers get in the groove, but Cajun has heard me. He got the message. He's picked up that M4, and they're both coming up highway. One going on the catwalk, one staying on the ground in the toxic barrel. They need to find 2 kills. Calyx with the AWP. He could get swarmed on if Cajun is make it above him right now. He's looking towards the side. He's jumped down. He gets Calyx to forklift.
Oh, I thought Xantares was going to miss the spray.
Is he jumping over?
Got it. Nailed it. He's up to 14 rounds north with a good retake, good information, and good timing. As Aziy was able to slip in undetected after Cajun did most of the work. And all he has to do is finish off Xantares.
It's the 2 rifles. I'm telling you, Matthew.
It's the new meta. It's a very old meta, but it's a new meta.
Well, we always say it's hard to retake with orbs, you know. Unless you're Kenny S, you're going to have a rough time. Speaking of rough, Calyx has dropped the orb himself. We're down. There we go. So the vent being broken through the garage door kind of shrouds the fact that maybe no one is coming from the vent. Calyx is still sniffing. He still thinks something might be up. Aizy's gone down, so now he's glued to the vent. Cajun somehow grabs that frag. And it's a one-on-one situation. Xantares on a triple box in the backside. Steps out, grabs it, clean and easy. 6 rounds now for the SpaceSoldiers.
SpaceSoldiers.
Marching on.
Yeah, they're doing very well.
That's a good one, because soldiers march.
They march.
Yeah. Two,
hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching 3 by 3. Well, wait, we're in 2v2. Sorry, that didn't work. Calyx. Cajunb.
Xantares.
Cajunb.
Aizy.
Calyx.
I thought we were just naming players.
I was hoping you would just continue on with me. Calyx tries to swing both ways. This is another round. North could pick up this up. I think starting out T-side is the way to go in every asset.
I have some news.
You have news.
Hot off the friggin' presses.
I like it. Who even prints newspapers these days? Let's go with the internet.
Vlad, Mr. Producer, has said, Henry Greer, my man, you're in luck.
Whoa.
You're doing interviews this series.
Yes! We got Henry G. Henry Grizzle doing the interview. God, I'm excited. A man who actually knows what he's talking about.
Thank God we've got somebody with some form of composure to stand behind a microphone. And one more round, actually. I kind of missed it while I was getting excited. Aizy putting Xantares down. Calyx, all the work to do in the bomb site at the default plant box right now.
The SpaceSoldiers have a chink in the armor.
Wow, that would suck in space, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would suck. Yeah, you decompress. What's not decompress? What's the word? You would
spontaneously combust.
No, there's
You'd
a
explode,
specific
right?
word that has to do with vacuum seals and someone.